Hi, this is my third try. I don't want to do multiple tries. I think that's cheating almost. But I get stuck with looking for something, and that's dead air. I need to practice. The video I made yesterday, I think, was misunderstood by people, or maybe they didn't see the significance of it, although I did add a comment under it in reply to one. And that might help a little bit. And somewhere on my compost, somebody, let's see, what are they called? Wackadoodle, commented that I'm lying and I'm the most evil thing that ever lived. No, she lied. And there are possible reasons why, too, that I can think of. And I think it's really disrespectful to her mother and also misleading to us for one of those two reasons. Yeah, I was only pointing out that she is a deceitful person by 19 days. That's very significant. And your deflection and excuses, they don't fly. So in looking for something, I'm going to read something as well later on, because I was going to put it in a compost, but instead I'm going to just read what I wrote so far. I wonder if I finished writing it, actually. That would be funny. I saw in comments something written by, on the 21st of August, written by Aquarian Baby. And she says in a chat, "Who's to say that X isn't fat? She's too much of a coward to show herself." Well, I have shown myself. And Shannon put up a picture of me recently with great fanfare, saying that I look old even though you can't see anything. And then she said that my Facebook picture is old, but it's not. So she put that up too and doxed me on my on her Facebook. So under her Noodle Mash Facebook. So that's very inappropriate. I do not want my name anywhere here. That was my choice. She violated my freedom and my choice. So, Aquarian Baby, how do you know I'm not fat? Well, I've said it a million times. I am fat. I hate being fat, but I'm fat, and I did lose some weight over the summer, and then I started eating again. I mean, I was eating before, but we've been going out to eat, and yeah, I do not restrain myself at buffets. I do the opposite. I try to beat the buffet. Not really. The older I get, the less I can eat anyway. But yes, I'm fat. So you can call me fat because it's a fact. It's the truth. Okay? That make you happy? Good. You can't shame somebody for being fat. They either are ashamed or they are not. I pointed that out yesterday. I thought I was trying to make that clear. According to Shannon's community post, which is vile. It's really vile. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to title this video a line from that community post. I think I'll do that. So, I'm kind of blabbering. There was another one. Should I say something else about being fat? Fat comes from eating too many calories, no matter what is going on. That's another fact. And the wrong calories, too. But calories. Actually, the wrong calories don't matter so much. There's new research that indicates that simply calories do it. But, protein does matter because of, well, I don't want to get into the science. Okay. People will maybe be annoyed by it. So, yes, I'm fat. And if you call me fat, it doesn't shame me because you're saying something that's true. Okay? If you call a trans person of one gender transitioning into another or already done it, you can state that, say, a man or, a trans woman, which really should be the opposite. It should be a trans man who became a woman, but they are still a man. Okay? They live as a woman. I can use their pronouns depending on how they look, how they present, how much trouble they've gone into, showing how real it is or not, their transition, or how much of it is just trying to be cutting edge. But they are still biologically male. Opposite is true for the other one. So, yeah. That's a fact, just like I'm fat is a fact. And calling me fat should not insult me because it's a fact. Yeah, and that's how I look at it. I don't look at the woke constructs and, sorry, I just made a noise with the case of the phone. So, there was another comment there. I'm going to go into that now. Okay. It's by Flad. He says, not a map of the U.S., because his wife had said that I showed a map to their house, which I didn't. Okay? And there's context. Context matters. All right. Not a map to the U.S. Not a map of Oregon. A zoomed in map. It's not zoomed in. I mean, the exaggeration. Okay, a zoomed in map with an arrow pointing to our home, complete with street names. I am pointing so vaguely to the area where they live, and that's because Shannon, constantly, over and over, said that she reported it on Twitter even, that I showed a map to their house. What I was showing was that, she also said that I doxed their address or whatever when I put their apartment complex up as my banner. And this is 2 years ago. And I wasn't, because I didn't know she lived there, because she was lying about it, and I was dumb enough to believe her. So I still get tricked more and more about just how deep her lies go and how often she'll do it. But anyway, I had denied it so many times, but Shannon doesn't listen to people. She talks at people, not to people. She pretends she doesn't look when she has everything I've ever spoken or said or written saved. So, that touches on obsession. I don't have anything of hers except what you see put on my channel. That's it. That's the beginning and the end of it. She has folders. She's told us this. So that alone speaks on who is obsessed or not. So I thought that they had lived in a certain apartment complex, okay? And I got tired of the hundreds of times she stated that I put on my banner, where she lived, and I doxed her, and I did this, and I did that. I didn't think she lived there. So I went digging again, because it's tough from from another country, oftentimes. So I never had her address. I had what I thought was her address, okay? And so what I did was take a map that showed Lincoln City. Wasn't really zoomed in, but I showed where I thought she had lived. And I don't know if I showed the actual complex or the street, which is, I think, a couple of miles from where she actually lives. And of course, she accused me of lying. I spent a half an hour trying to find that again. And yeah, I wasn't lying, okay? I was wrong because she lied about where she lives. But that's where I thought she lived. And she said, we never lived there. And, well, then she said, so she said that. And then she said, in the same video, the one where I put up the map, she had spoken about it. She said, oh, well, I can see why she thought we lived there. Okay, so that's where I thought she had lived. And maybe she had at some point. I don't know. I don't care. And so I put an arrow to where that place was and how far away that is from where she lives now. Okay, I did not point at a street. I don't know if there were streets there. I'm not going to look. Maybe there were some streets, maybe the larger ones. It doesn't matter. But I didn't point to her complex because it's not on the map. I didn't point to, maybe the general area. That's all. And so here's Vlad. They keep up with the lies. You can disprove anything left, right, and center, and they will come back with the same lies over and over and over again. Do you know how tedious that is? And yeah, it's defamation, it's hate incitement, and her people swallow it. And by the way, I have very few subscribers and very few people who look at my channel, much fewer. In fact, most of the people subscribed, I think, are hate subscribers. But she has a rather large audience, and she puts out these videos where she repeats and repeats and repeats so that eventually somebody's going to hear it. And she is inciting hate. She's putting people in danger. Right. So I'm going to go on. Sorry, I'm playing with a pen. I'm going to take a drink. No, I'm not going to take a drink. I need to hydrate. Donate. Okay. I'll read again what Vlad had written. Not a map of the U.S. Not a map of Oregon. A zoomed-in map with an arrow pointing to our home, complete with street names. I wouldn't have done that, you two fools, had you not continually lied and said that I put up the place where you lived as my banner. And the whole thing of reporting it on Twitter. Oh, sorry. I have to wait. It's 5:00 here. Repeating it over and over and over again. Accusing me of lying. It's beyond annoying. Even when you show... So I showed, literally, my thought process of the time. And I had to search for it again to find the place. And so now I'm accused of, doxing again. No matter what you do, you can't please them. They're going to twist everything to their favor and to be the most dramatic, like Vlad's comment I just read, the most dramatic, excoriating thing that ever happened to them. Sorry. All right. So I'm going to get rid of that. Now, the other day, Noodle Mash made a video, and where is it? It said, do you smell that? It smells like jealousy. Okay? I don't know why Shannon Siefer thinks I'm jealous. I don't know why she thinks anyone could ever be jealous. I don't know why that's the only possibility she can come up with for disliking her or finding a problem with what she does. It's a very juvenile way of looking at the world. It's also very black and white. And it's meant to knock down the other person in a juvenile way. You're jealous. And it's meant mostly to elevate herself. Okay? That's what's really important there. I am better than you. And she says it all the time. Anyway. I wish I had an ego like that. Not really, I'm joking. I don't think anybody should have an ego like that. But I wish I had a little bit more. But that's okay. I don't care. So in that video, I'm going to play something she said first. And then I'm going to play something else. I'm not sure if that's the right video. I'll see for a second.
So you finally got my attention after what, 2 months of ignoring your stupid ass? You finally got my attention.
She's very nasty, profane.
And what? Made sure she wrote about you every day. She wrote about me.
There's John, and she wrote about you every day, mumbling in the background. I did indeed. Why do you think that is? It's because she stopped mentioning my name, okay? But she didn't stop talking about me. She talked about me all the time. You can go back and listen. And okay, we'll hear some more.
Every day, yeah. Look at that. Let's not forget that every single day she was still talking about me, posting pictures of me, basically being the little bullying liar that she is.
She's a bullying liar that she is. That's your conclusion for me posting? Because I'm lying? How about telling the truth? How about that? About what happened with Mrs. Portland? About how you treat me and other people? That you are the liar. I don't lie. I haven't lied. You can say it all day. So can your people. It doesn't matter. It won't change it. It's just gaslighting.
And we ignored her because she's not worth it.
Can I use a word here? The word is abuse. She's very abusive. She just negated me. Oh, that's right. I'm a subhuman.
Savannah, I said, how can I piss someone off while driving home? I know, I'll go and view in Heart Noodle shop. I'm all about pissing someone off. Thank you so much, Savannah.
That's so funny.
Oh, listen to that. Y'all hear it? Yeah. That's the sound of success. That's the sound of friends.
I think the comments I get on my channel from my friends is the sound of friends. Yeah. I don't think liking your Etsy shop is the sound of a friend. It doesn't really mean much as far as true friendship goes. And the sound of success, well, the reason I had put up those posts and tagged Tits Up is because you have mocked her Etsy store. You have put her down. I'm going to close the door because my girl is crying because she wants potato chips from my husband. So in case you can hear that, I'm going to close the door. So you have been, Shannon, you've been very mean to Tits Up, and that's why I said I owe you one. In other words, I owe her a leg up. There was no conspiracy. The things you come up with, you and John, amazing the amount of incestuous thought you two have, and conspiracies and paranoia. Okay, let's see if there's more. I don't know if I'm in the wrong video soon. I'll find out.
That's the sound of people who care.
Well, really? I mean, it's just Etsy. People who care. Yeah. Okay. That's all you need to know that you care. I thought donations too, but
All things you don't have.
I don't have people who care. I don't have an Etsy store, that's true. I know people here who care about me, who are my friends. Yeah, I consider them friends. I don't know what they think. I'm not them, but I consider them friends. Yeah, okay, very much so. I have a lot of respect for them. I am impressed by their minds and their thoughts and their compassion, frankly.
You could have, except you open your mouth and ruin.
I'm going to go back.
You don't have. You could have, except you open your mouth and ruin any relationship you've had.
Really? First of all, the treacle of her tone, they're not dulcet. And so mean, just so mean. And I think if you look at our time here on YouTube, okay, she has lost many supporters. I don't know that I have supporters. I have friends. And have I lost a single one? That answer would be no. So, that's a lie, and a particularly nasty one. I'm going to continue.
You ruined your relationship with your mother. You ruined your relationship with your father.
Now, I have been public, slightly, about being abused. Okay? And this is what she comes up with. Now, if anyone is abusive here, it's her. It's right there. I can't believe she said that. And she has a whole chat full of people coddling her, who don't hear that, okay? They don't hear that that's abuse. But if I put up a picture of her, a silly cartoon, okay? Oh my God, that's look and body shaming. That is terrible. As opposed to a small child from birth being abused by both parents to the point of destroying my life, really. Despite, I've worked very hard and, did what I had to do. But for her to say that, okay, nobody cares about that. You notice that? That's fine. That's a lifetime of somebody that she just spit in my face about, okay? But how dare I put up a picture of her, a cartoon? It was sort of a thought experiment yesterday with those. I wanted to see who would catch on. And the one that said she needs to be, what's the word? I don't have it in front of me. Have an intervention. She said that about me. I need an intervention. Anyway, I'm going to continue this. Let's see.
Do you want me to go on? Because I can.
I bet you can. I mean, what else are you going to do? But I'll listen.
And I know somebody's going to be like, what did you do? Dig into her family? Oh, no. This is all stupid shit she posted.
Wait.
Someone off while driving home. I know. I'll go and view in Heart Noodle shop. I'm all about pissing someone off. Thank you so much.
I went back too far. I'm sorry.
Y'all hear it? Yeah. That's the sound of success. That's the sound of friends. That's the sound of people who care. All things you don't have. You could have, except you open your mouth and ruin any relationship you've had. You ruined your relationship with your mother. You ruined your relationship with your father. Do you want me to go on? Because I can. And I know somebody's going to be like, what did you do? Dig into her family? Oh.
What did you do? Dig into her family? And she says, oh, no. Okay, she's going to say that. Yes, she did dig into my family. She dug into me. I was anonymous. That's my right. She violated my rights, okay, infringed upon them. She put herself, her rights, above mine, okay? She'll virtue signal and say, my rights stop where yours begin. And no, bullshit. It's something she read. She's a tape recorder. She spits it out, okay? So listen to this.
Oh, no, this is all stupid shit she posted publicly.
Talking about being abused, okay, from a small child. My parents were separated before I was born, by the way. Talking about being abused, and very lightly, and with one who I felt comfortable doing it with, okay? But of course, Shannon is obsessive and goes even in back comments, and she's got a whole team, the Flying Monkeys, who, check every comment, save them, give them to her. Okay, so she says, I don't look. The hell she doesn't. She looks. She's got folders of it. There was a period of time where she said, I can't look. It triggers me too much. It's too upsetting. So Vlad is going to run the channel, and he's got a separate email and a separate place where people can send things so that I'm not upset because I'm a snowflake. Right. So she took me having a discussion with two women, actually, and has said that I put stupid shit out. She's an abuser. I'll put it back a little bit. See if there's more.
Single day, she was still talking about me, posting pictures of me.
Oh, that's way too far.
And I know somebody's gonna be like, what did you do? Dig into her family? Oh, no, this is all stupid shit she posted publicly.
My abuse is stupid shit. And I did not say I ruined my relationship with my mother. I ruined my relationship with my father. Two separate entities. I did not say that. She did.
That's cool, Julie. Thank you. Oh, yes, there will be chapters written. But again, lies.
Lies. How nasty. How vile. Lies. God, it's just, ooh.
token, I spoke to an attorney today in Copenhagen who speaks English.
That's funny. Okay, that has nothing to do with anything here, but every attorney in Copenhagen speaks English. Every person in Denmark speaks English. The police that she said she had a language problem with speak English. They are highly, highly educated, very highly. And they're a different breed than the general police in the U.S. And they speak English, okay? Very well, fluently, okay? All right, so that was a lie, another lie.
That is wonderful news. Absolutely wonderful news. Did you see on the Facebook post token that one of my friends from Ireland speaks fluent? And we're going to see if he's going to help us with that.
Speaks fluent what from Ireland? A Dane? Yeah, what's that about? Interesting. Whatever.
So yeah, because I'm tired of it. We weren't talking about any of this on here. I was talking.
Yes, you were talking about it. You simply were not using my name. Big difference. Okay? About the beginning of August, I made at least a week's worth of multiple. I was really churning them out on purpose, tagging you to stop. Because I left and you were talking about me. You were talking about me using my name. And that's the way you want it. People say, oh, she really wants you to stop. No, she won't stop, okay? She won't stop. It doesn't matter if other people stop. She thinks she has the right to say things about people that are not true. She does it all the time. And it's disgusting. And people are tired of it, okay? So I made all these posts, tagged her, and then Vlad, the genius, gets on and says, she's tagging us. That's harassment. It's not harassment. And instead of stopping, she doubled down, tripled down, and she made a 1 hour, 54 minute, and 44 second video, live video, okay, where she abused me. Solid. That's what she did. And that was on August 21st. Oh, I might be jumping around here a little bit. I need to see one thing, if you bear with me. Well, I'll see what else she's going to say here. Maybe it'll feed into it.
Talking about on my Facebook. But I wasn't talking about any of that on here. We were ignoring her. We were starving her of my attention, which she craves so much.
No, sweetheart, I don't crave your attention. Again, the ego is very evident. You were talking about me, and you were lying about me. You simply were not using my name. At the same time, you were doing bad things to Mrs. Portland and saying bad things about other people. So I had something to say about it, as is my right. It's on my channel. I'm not harassing you, Vlad. First of all, stop with the word stalk. Stop with the word harass. Stop with the word obsess. Because you do all of those in a far greater, if at all, in a far greater amount than anyone else on this platform, not the platform, sorry, in the community does to anyone. It's you. Okay, I'm going to see if there's more.
But yeah, we weren't talking about any of that. Now we are. Now, once again, everybody knows what a liar you are.
Really? Because why? What's the lie? You just put it out there. I'm not okay. Call me a liar. Yeah, good. By the way, oh, never mind. Okay, I'll say it. You're honesty shaming me. Isn't that worse than look shaming? I'll tell you, it is. You just have a woke, fake construct that you think that look and body, that that's the worst thing that somebody can do. What you're doing right here live to 2,000 and, oh, you lost some, 70 something subscribers. Oh, you lost some. Is far worse than look shaming. That's the point I was trying to make yesterday.
You would see, this what I don't understand. I think after a while of me trying to make somebody out to look bad, and they're always showing me to be lying about what I'm saying, after a while, I would just be too embarrassed to continue doing it.
You haven't shown that I've lied about anything. You just think you have. You assume it. Some not so bright people are gaslit that it's true. You certainly say it enough. I can imagine that they're gaslit, and they don't like me because I'm my personality. Okay. People don't like sarcasm. Even Tits Up doesn't like sarcasm. I love it. I am sarcastic, and and I like, my humor is mine, and it ties in well with my friends here. They don't have a problem with it that I can see at all. In fact, we have a good laugh together. Not behind the scenes. You see it. You don't see it. You have it saved in a folder. You hunt me. That's obsession. You're a predator. Let's see what else.
Poor Peter. I feel so bad for that man. So, right, exactly.
Using my husband's name. Okay, my husband has nothing to do with my channel. Not only has she doxed me fully, she's doxed my husband. But okay, poor Peter.
You said she'd do something extreme if ignored, and you were right. And Patty is right. I said that. I said that to all my mods.
Talking about your stupid little tiny itsy bitsy Etsy shop is something extreme. Really? You're putting a wire. I even said that. You made a point of bringing out your wires, all your findings, and showing all the different ones. I got these, and I got this color, and here, I'll put one on. And I had made a post, which you ignored before you did that, saying it takes 5 seconds to put an earring hook on. That's not making something. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And you proved what I wrote in a post before you went live. Unbelievable. Pay attention. You have the files. Look at them. Read. So, I did something really big, and Patty predicted it. Patty, the erudite. She predicted it would be something huge. Saying that putting a hook on an earring, on a thing from China, a little thing that costs 27 cents, and marking it up 1,000% is something huge. Really? Okay. I wasn't trying to ruin your shop. I mean, there's nothing to ruin. It's just a little shop. It's not an accomplishment. Tits Up has an accomplishment because she's an artist. Okay? Putting a hook on a piece of crap that's probably radioactive, who knows, from China, is not an accomplishment. And it's not art. It's not even a craft. It's just, you're trying to sell these things. Good for you. But, let's call it what it is.
I said, you just wait. She's going to continue. She's going to finally do something where I can't ignore her.
I'm sorry. You just wait. I can hear Patty. You just wait. I don't got an air smoker's voice. I'm sorry. She really is an instigator, and she's perfect as a friend for Shannon. Oh man. Okay. Something huge. where she can't ignore me, but she has not been ignoring me. She simply has not been using my name. She talks about me throughout all of her lives. Oh, there was one. What was it? What was that one about? The terror attack on her whole family. That one. I don't think she spoke about me then. That video. I'm sorry. That was something else.
Monica, you helped us with an amazing experiment.
I'm sorry. Her uttering the word experiment. Now that's funny. Did you have a control group? Okay,
That was all concocted.
They concocted an experiment. It was a concoction. There were chemicals involved. And stirring pots. I hope you can't hear the dog crying outside the door. Okay, so there was a concoction, a witch's brew. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble.
Almost 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. And I can...
Okay, this is where it gets good. Good, I am in the right video. I'm going to go back a tiny bit. Hopefully not too much. It's so hard.
See.
Let's see.
To go without my attention.
Okay,
that you are eventually going to have to do something extreme, like ruin my Etsy store. Oh yeah, Savannah, I totally agree. She is the female ODN. I have, by the way, screenshots of ODN praising her.
I did go too far. Hold on.
To go without my attention. One of Lycan's pictures to make it.
Oh, the ODN lie. That's a lie. She's lying about me.
I said she is going to do something extreme that we.
Not only is she lying, and she says she pointed it out. So I guess that's a big deal to her. I mean, a lot of people were saying that as a joke, and then a lot of people were saying, no, it's not. And people with Down syndrome don't have those characteristics, those physical characteristics. I worked with them. In fact, the ones that we generally see, they're very lucky in the realm of Down syndrome. The ones I worked with were far less lucky. Many couldn't see, couldn't walk. They had the patches all over their body where there was no hair, couldn't hear. Very sad, very sad. And I put them in the soil in a garden and let them feel it and smell it. And yeah, I did that for a summer. It was very sad. But I was not making, I wrote it all in a compost. It's the truth, believe it or not. She's very good at finagling things to fit her foregone conclusion. So, how did I get off on this? I want to be at 111. I'll just do this, 16.
In an attempt to get my shop taken down, reported, to get people to not go to my shop. Whatever.
No, I didn't. I don't care. They'll go to your shop.
Oh, she'll send them, I'm sure, Savannah. I mean, she...
By the way, not enough people look at my channel ever to have that happen. I was just pointing out some truth. That's all. The truth is that you want something for nothing, always. That's all. And you're not an artist, and you didn't make those earrings. That's all.
She has a history of emotionally cheating on her husband with pictures. And
Where did, you know what? No, how did I lose that? This is so weird. Have I dialed into another video? Let's try 111.
Realize,
I can
I was thinking about it. Everything she has done, everything Mrs. P has done first.
Yep, that is true.
Something weird just happened. That's my favorite part of that video. That Vlad said that. I might have to go to another video. This is very strange.
That is true. God, can you imagine copying Mrs. P? Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Noodle Mash, you and Mrs. P have very, very similar behaviors. Extraordinarily similar personality characteristics. That's a fact. It is amazing. And quite frankly, I can't tell which one of you is copying the other, because you both copy people. You copy my words. After this goes out, there will be lots of the words that I've used in this that you've never used before, but you will use. Can everyone just give me a second? I swear I was in another video and I hit the wrong one somehow. And I'm really confused at the moment. And that sucks. I was in the wrong one. I do want to address things said that I was cutting off in her Smells Like Jealousy video. But I think it's here where I want to be. Okay?
I finally had to, right now, Mrs. Portland's not on here stalking me. Life is good. I know that it's not always, I know that she's going to come back in some form because she always does. But for right now, life is good. It's calm. It's quiet. With some of the other, people I've had issues with, I finally just had to say, look, here.
Okay. Some of the other people she's had issues with. She's speaking directly about me. Everyone in her chat knows that, okay? And now she's going to issue a threat. And this threat, I'm going to get into a little bit of a timeline, just a tiny one. This threat was issued on the 28th of August, which was my grandfather's birthday. He was born in 1898, the youngest of German immigrants. He's one of the few that were born in the United States. And so this is the 28th of August. She's going to issue a threat.
Amass all the stuff. And I know some of you aren't going to agree with this, but I'm sorry, but it's the way it's got to be. I took all the evidence and stuff I have, and I just turned it over. We're turning it over to their families and saying, look, you need to get your family members some help because there's there's a psychosis going on. There's something's not right. And it's not my problem to deal with it. And by token, and it's not my problem to deal with, and it's not my responsibility to deal with it, and I don't have to sit and continue to let it happen. And the best way to end someone's obsession with you is to try and not give them that kind of attention.
That's assuming I'm That's assuming I'm obsessed. I'm not. I'm fine. We have somebody who is enormously uneducated diagnosing me even though she didn't use my name, as psychotic. And I didn't know that this was put onto Facebook, which was done on the 24th. Okay, this live video, called A Little of This and a Little of That, was on the 28th of August. Where is that? Is it on another page? Nope. So she said in her video, do you smell that? Okay, whatever. She says that for 2 months she ignored me. She didn't ignore me. Okay? In the beginning of August, I told her to stop, to leave me alone. Instead, she made a 2-hour video about me lying. Okay? And then after that, she stopped using my name. All right? John gets on and says, it's been 2 months. 2 months we've ignored her. The video in August was August 21st. August 21st, she made that video. August 24th, she put up doxing me and threatening me with all these disclaimers you just heard in her threat, okay? I have no choice. It's not my responsibility. The deflection is enormous, okay? She has no right to do any of this. None. She did that. Okay, so the video, I begged her in the very beginning of August for a week or maybe a little more to stop, to leave me alone. Because when I was gone, she kept talking about me and lying. She makes a video on the 21st of August. Today's the 19th of September, okay? That's not 2 months, Flad. Gosh, you people, you're so dirty. 24th, the information goes up on Facebook, and then on yesterday, okay, that's the 18th. She comes back and talking about me with a lot of lies. And even the lie of why she's coming back. I didn't have an agreement. I told her when I told her to stop that I would not speak about her ever again. And she basically told me to screw myself and made that 2-hour live. And then she made an 1.5-hour live yesterday. Now my composts deal with her lies. They show the truth. It wasn't 2 months. You're being gaslit, people who believe her. I can't believe that most people believe her. That's just impossible. Anybody who's really thinking. I'm not sure that people care either way, her people. And all I can say is donate a lot. I do hope you do. She said something, yeah, where is that line? Let me see if I have it, or a timestamp for it. Nah, I'm not going to find that easily. So, they just little timestamps on paper, but I'm sloppy about it, and that's bad. I should make some more videos. You see that this person is a predator. 21st, ignored me, and decided to lie and abuse me a lot. 24th puts up doxing information and disgusting things, threatening me to my family, and then reinforced that less than a month later, saying she's going to contact my family. And she says she didn't dig into my family. Remember earlier on? I didn't dig into her family. Remember that? Well, she did. How else would she know who they are? She dug into them. Contacting them. First of all, anyone who was to hear her speak in any 15 minutes of any live will know this woman is talking out of her ass, because she is. I'm not going to get into trouble. She wants to shame me. She's all about shame. Okay, shame is a big deal. Okay, don't use the term stalk. Don't use the term obsessed. Don't use the term harass, and don't use the term shame. You want to shame people. You want to say people are trying to shame you. Shame, 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 shame. Okay, you can't shame me. I'm not upset about anything I've said. Okay, if I were a prideful person, I would be proud of them. Okay, I think what I'm doing is important, and I think it's defending myself, and that's the way it goes. And yeah, I have a dark sense of humor, and that's it. I don't apologize for that. And you can tell anybody in my family if you can find them. I don't know. Yeah, you can tell anybody anything, but it's not your right. That is, as I've said before, that's like raping my privacy. Okay, you're violating me. You're infringing on my rights. You're overstepping your bounds. I chose anonymity. I'm going to stop this for now. I think there was more I wanted to show, but this is very long and certainly boring. And I'm getting dizzy. I don't know why, but I'm getting very, very, very dizzy. So I'm going to put this up, and I'll make some more videos. I think what you have done, claiming Tits Up had something to do with my post about your Etsy, is out of your mind crazy stuff. Okay? You are just trying, you're trying to find a way to hurt people always. And you're starting to say that about me because you copy me. I don't want to hurt you. Yeah, not at all. But I want people to be aware. I don't think you're going to become aware, okay? I have nothing to teach you. It's impossible. There's so much evidence on that. It's impossible to teach your husband anything. You're a done deal. No therapy would help you, in my strong opinion. And, because you are in denial. So, anyway, I'm going to stop now. Thank you for listening, anyone who did. And I hope this was somewhat expository. I don't expect her people to be standing up in droves and saying, oh my gosh, she's right. I don't expect that in the least. If one did, I'd probably have a stroke. So, yeah, continue being as shallow as you all are. Okay, goodbye for now.